Work out the length AB, give your answer correct to one decimal place. I'm told the area of the triangle ADC is 56 meters squared. To calculate the area of a non-right angled triangle, I must be given two sides and its enclosed angle. As the only angle I'm given for this triangle is angle D, which is 105. Therefore, the two sides must be the side on the left and the side on the right, because they are the two sides and its enclosed angle. I'm going to label this side CD as being the letter Y. I know the area of a non-right angled triangle is given as half AB sine capital C, where AB are your two sides, and sine C is sine of the enclosed angle, i.e. the angle that encloses the two given sides. Substituting into my formula, therefore I know a half multiplied by one side, in this case 11, multiplied by my other side, I've called in this case Y, multiplied by sine of its enclosed angle, so in this case multiplied by sine, in this case my enclosed angle is 105, and that's going to equal to my area of my triangle, which I was given, in this case 56. As I want to find the value Y, I know the opposite of multiply is to divide. So in this case here, I'm going to leave the Y alone on the left-hand side. I'm going to leave the 56 alone on the right. We know the opposite of multiply is to divide. So on the right-hand side, now I'm going to divide by my half, multiplied by my 11, multiplied by sine of 105. Substituting everything on the right into my calculator, I get my length for Y to be 10.54099,384. And that's a length. As did the lengths in meters, this is also in meters. I can now go back and label my length for Y as being my 10.54 number. As I'm now given two sides and its enclosed angle, i.e. the angle that encloses the two given sides, I can apply the cosine rule to work out the missing side, which is AC. When applying the cosine rule, if we're finding a length, we always label the length we're finding as the lowercase a. In this case, as I'm finding the length AC, that's going to be my lowercase a. If that's lowercase a, directly opposite is always the capital letter of A. So in this case, that's going to be my capital A, i.e. my 105. And B and C make no difference. So in this case here, I can label this angle here. The angle is always the capital A as being capital B. If that's capital B, directly opposite is the lowercase b. And if that's capital C, then directly opposite is the lowercase c. Substituting into my cosine formula, well, A is what I'm finding. So I'm going to leave my A squared alone. I've got B squared. B is my 10.54 number. So B squared will be my 10.54 number squared, plus C squared, well, C for me is 11, so C squared will be 11 squared, minus 2BC cos A. In between the letters, we know in algebra that means to multiply, so it's minus 2, multiplied by my B, in this case is my 10.54 number, multiplied by C, which in this case is my 11, multiplied by cos of my enclosed angle, so cos of my enclosed angle, which in this case is 105. Substituting everything on the right into my calculator, that gives A squared is equal to 292.1331702. As that's A squared and I want the value of A, I'm going to therefore square root my answer, and therefore the value of A comes out to be 17.09190364. Now I have my value for A, which is the length of AC. I can go back and label that on my triangle. I can now apply the sine rule as I have a matching pair, i.e. I have a side and its opposite angle. As I want to find the length of AB, therefore I'm going to call this length the letter Z, and that length is opposite its angle of 48. Substituting into the sine rule, hence the side I want, in this case AB, I called letter Z. So it's going to be Z divided by sine of its opposite angle, so sine of its opposite angle, so sine of 48. And that's going to equal to my matching pair. Well, my matching pair is my 17.09 divided by sine of its opposite angle, so divided by sine of 118. As I want to work out the value of Z, I know the opposite divide by sine 48, therefore it's to multiply both sides of our equation by sine 48. On the left-hand side it will cancel, that will leave us just with Z. On the right-hand side I'm going to have my matching pair multiplied by sine of 48. Substituting everything on the right into my calculator, that gives my value of Z to be 14.38563,268. As we were asked to give our answer to one decimal place means I only want one digit after decimal. In this case, the first digit after decimal, in this case, is the 3. As I round to one decimal place, I now stop. Draw a line to the right. The number to the right, that's called my decider. Is my decider 5 or more? In this case, yes. So therefore, I round the previous digit up by 1. So therefore, my final answer is 14.4.